Ladies and gentlemen, the John Bivin Show is on the air, live from Marion, Illinois, featuring Christian music and ideas to uplift your soul and make you whole. I'm Sherry Bivin, and now I'd like to introduce your host with the most, my sweet honey of a hubby, John Bivin.
And good evening, everybody. This is John Bivin, live from Marion, Illinois, on the John Bivin Show, where we are featuring the Christian lesser-known artists once again. And I'm going to get right into the music this evening. I've been pulling stuff and ripping stuff and grabbing stuff and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm in the living room today. Normally I'm in the bedroom, but I was out here working with my keyboard, trying to get some music done for a buddy of mine that's got a record project he's working on, and so I've been keyboarding, going crazy. So anyway, I'm all set up out here, so I just decided to leave it sit, and hopefully my connection will be good and won't have any trouble. I got a big long wire coming from the front room back into the living room here for my connection to the internet. So anyway. Getting right on with the program. Here is Weak Side and a song called Unremembered Places. Whoops. Hold it. Hang on. Wait a minute. I hate it when it does that. It jumped past. So we are going to do Pray to Care, a song called Radio. And that's Praedicare, 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 or Prodicare. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but it's a song they called Radio. And now I'm going to do Weak Side with the song called Unremembered Places. I double-clicked and I kind of made a mistake there. So, Weak Side, Unremembered Places.
Small town, dirt roads. The church sign says closed. Out of sight, out of mind, and now left behind. Forgotten so often. The gospel 6 feet underground. So Jesus, he left us footprints where others won't be found. And the question now remains, who will go where others won't go? Serve where others won't serve. Be Jesus to the forgotten of our day. And who will fight to keep the churches open? Preach the word of hope and love the people of these unremembered places. We are called out to reach the least of these, to push past these walls, to be the hands and feet of Jesus, who loved us and gave us all he had to give. Then he said, follow me to wherever be the uttermost of where we live. And the question's still the same, who will go where others won't go? Serve where others won't serve. Be Jesus to the forgotten of our day. And who will fight to keep the churches open? Preach the word of hope and love the people of these unremembered places. Great Commission, there's a vision where we're filling up more than Sunday pews, where we are really showing love to the ends of a world encompassing me and you.
Bivin from The John Bivin Show. And in this shameless plug, I want to tell you just a little bit about it. It's called The John Bivin Show. It airs on my platform, John Bivin, and simulcasts on Exact FM Radio's platform. It airs on Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Central Time. It's Christian music, mostly unknown artists, a little talk, and a lot of fun. And another program I do is called The Pillar of Fire. It's a church service from the Pillar of Fire Church in Marion, Illinois. It airs on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. We have praise and worship and a good sermon every Sunday. So if you're looking for some Christian experience, join us. The John Bivin Show, Saturday at 8, or the Pillar of Fire at 2 p.m. on Sunday. This ends my shamelessness. Thank you.
If the world of science, electronics, radio, computers, and technology interests you, maybe you'd be interested in one of the largest technical clubs in the world, the American Radio Relay League. The ARRL is comprised of technically minded people from all over the world. And one thing they all have in common is they are all hams. We all come from different walks of life and we all exchange ideas on a regular basis. To find out more, log on to helloradio.org and join the club.
I looked down at my hands and was like, wow, I'm performing CPR on this guy. And then I actually finally met him. That was probably one of the coolest parts of my life, being able to talk to a guy after I gave him CPR.
Reed was just 17 when he heard a cry for help. Thanks to his Red Cross training, he didn't freeze, he didn't panic, he knew exactly what to do. Red Cross training saves lives. Sign up for a class today at redcross.org.
And we are back after my little bump and bumper and all that fun stuff. So I wanted to let you know that the Skype is open. And you can get me on Bivman. This is Choose This Day and Only One Way.
Has risen from the grave and conquered death. There is only one hope, it's found in Him. He paid the price for all our sin. We put our trust in Him, the only God who saves. There is only one way. So many people try to tell you that the truth is what you make of it, what you take from it. Call you narrow-minded, so misguided. How dare you proclaim that there is just one name? But I will not back down. I am convinced this Jesus that I found is God alone. One day He'll return to claim His people. Every knee will bow before His throne. So let the skeptics scatter. All that matters is His name. There is only one way, only one truth. There is only one life, and here is proof. He has risen from the grave and conquered death. There is only one hope that's found in Him. He paid the price for all our sin. We put our trust in Him, the only God who saves. There is only one way. I will not back down from this truth that I have found. There is only one way, only one truth. There is only one life, and here is proof. He has risen from the grave and conquered death. There is only one hope, it's found in Him. Paid the price for all our sin.
And that was Choose This Day and a song called Only One Way. And I am so sorry. I'm trying to be kind of professional, but I end up not being that way because I forget about things or I get sidetracked. And I was thinking about my chat room at Exact FM and at my site here, and was trying to figure out, because I needed to run into the other room because I had forgotten my iPad, and so I was thinking about doing that and forgot to turn off the autoplay, which happens during my little break there when I run all the stuff. And so I was thinking about all that and missed my cue. And I'll tell you what, it's a heck of a thing doing live radio. I am telling you what. So anyway, next up in the queue, we're going to be doing a group called 120 dB, 120 decibels. Holy mackerel, that's loud. Call on Your Name is the name of this song, and here they are.
Time after time I find myself missing the mark, trying hard to believe that it's all gonna be alright. But every time I feel that I'm turning away from deep within, a melody just moves me to
That's the 120 dB project, Call on Your Name. And got Rick McClellan in my chat room over on my platform, and he says he doesn't think that's 120 dB. He thinks it's more like 92, and I'm thinking maybe 86. But anyway, welcome to Rick in that chat room. And over at the Exact FM chat room, looks like DJ Russ is on, and he's going to be doing a show after mine called Hit Music. where he plays all the hit songs from oldies to today. So you can check him out over at Exact FM after the show here. So there you go. All right, next up is a group called Bloom Ministries, and it's a song called "This Is Love."
Take me to your secret place where nothing remains the same always, and you can feel the gentle change, the wind beneath your wings, and that's where I'll fly. Hold me tight against the moving walls behind the shadows that fade away. Lift me up beyond the glitter and magic of just spending time, and make me to fly. Oh, my sunshine. This is love. Oh, and I never felt this way before. This is love. There isn't anything that I want more than you. I wanna stay forever in your love because you make me so alive. This crazy world gets me thinking sometimes, and then I have to run and hide. And that's when I fly and kiss it all goodbye. This is love. Oh, and I never felt this way before. This is love. There isn't anything that I want more than you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air.
God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whosoever believed in him would not perish but have eternal life.
This is love. Oh, and I never felt this way before. This is love. There isn't anything that I want more than you.
For since the creation of the world, God's eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that they are without excuse. There's so many questions. Is this true? What am I doing? How? My soul, life, everlasting. 'Cause this is love.
That's Bloom Ministries. This is love, and a song called "This Is Love." And happy birthday to Catherine. She's 14 today. I guess that's Rick's daughter, and they took her out to Benny's. That's an Italian restaurant here in Marion. And his wife took her to get her nails done, so she's living high on the hog this evening. So, all right, next song up in the queue tonight is Chris Cannon and a song called "The Siren Call."
You're looking for something to satisfy the hurt inside. You search for more until you come to find you're trapped inside this lie that tells you your desires will help you feel alright. And you know you're wasting away. Don't give yourself away to wants and lust and selfish things that destroy relationships with God and self and those who care for you. Addicted to this secret way of life you try to hide, you keep on falling farther to the side where you don't feel alive. And well, so say goodbye and farewell to your life, 'cause you know you're wasting away. Don't give yourself away to wants and lust and selfish things that destroy relationships with God and self and those who care for you. Let's stand for change in this world that's been polluted by this misguided view of love. Too many lives are ruined by the siren call. So don't give yourself away to wants and lust and selfish things that destroy relationships with God and self and those who care for you. Don't give yourself away to wants and lust and selfish things that destroy relationships with God and self and those who care for you.
That's Chris Cannon and a song called The Siren Call. Wanted to mention that we have the Magic Jack telephone hooked up. That's area code 815-349-8031 if you wanted to call into the show and have a little chat. Or you can Skype the show at Bivman and we can have a little chat. Or you can email the John Bivin Show at bivman.com and you'll have to chat one-sided. Or just check out bivman.com for the website where we have stuff going. I've got my 3 radio stations going over at Shoutcast. If you go to shoutcast.com and in the search bar hit Bivman, you'll find them. They used to have what's it called? Flash player that would come up when you would click on the button, and they had a little flash player thing that you could attach to a web page. But Shoutcast was bought recently. They were originally part of Winamp, and Winamp and Shoutcast were both purchased, and they're updating the website, and so they broke the little players. So now I have 3 great big yellow, pink, and green, I think, things on my website that don't have anything in them. Now, if you get to the website with an iOS device, you'll see the buttons that you can click on, and those will play. But my Shoutcast Flash Player attachments, embedded attachments, are not working. So I'm a little bummed about that, but they are over there. And if you have Winamp, and you go to Shoutcast and click on that button, then Winamp can be your primary player, and it plays really good in Winamp and shows the song that's playing and all that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, I think I'll go on with some more music. Let's go on with Jeff Davis, and this is his song called Something to Live For.
Feel the breath in my lungs, I can feel my chest rise and fall, but the beauty of it all, now it means so much more. I'm taking in your grace, Lord, and I'm giving every moment of this life to you, 'cause I'm dying, something to live for. I am drowning in the waters of your grace, hanging by a scarlet thread, doing more than simply playing dead. I'm dying for something to live for. I can feel my heart beating, and I can feel your life running through these veins, but it isn't quite the same, 'cause now it means so much more. I'm taking in your grace, Lord, and I'm living every moment of this life for you, 'cause I'm dying for something to live for. I am drowning in the waters of your grace, hanging by a scarlet thread, doing more than simply playing dead. I'm dying for something. You know my past and my resistance, and you were there while I was living out my shallow grave existence. My dreams became my nightmares, the vision left me blind. The desires that had numbed me have been left behind.
We are gathered here today. Let us say goodbye. I can hear the demons mourn, but no saints are gonna cry. Laid to rest is the man that I used to be. Surrendered to the grave to gain eternity.
I'm dying for something to live for. I'm drowning in the waters of your grace, hanging by a scarlet thread, doing more than simply playing dead. I'm dying for something to live for. I'm dying for something to live for. I'm drowning in the waters of your grace, hanging by a scarlet thread, doing more than simply playing dead. I'm dying for something to live for. Dying for something to live for. Drowning in the waters of your grace.
And that's Jeff Davis, Something to Live For, on the John Bivin Show, live this evening from Marion, Illinois. I want to send out a shout-out to our friend Jay Sands over at the Sandsnet Radio Network. He passed his 50,000 listens. Woohoo! we were having fun with him the other night, and we were woohooing every time somebody said 50,000. So it was a good time. So congratulations, Jay.
Every time somebody said what, honey?
Every time somebody said woohoo, no, every time somebody said 50,000. Woohoo! So anyway, that's quite a milestone. So Next up in the queue is Leo and Megan Flores, and here's a song called The Old Rugged Cross. It's a little bit different in the presentation, but it's the same song. Here you go.
On the hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To that old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll come someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the cross I will cling, to my Master and King, and my sin will I bring to my Savior, Savior, Savior. To the cross I will cling, to my Master and King, and my sin will I bring to my Savior, Savior, Savior. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
That's Leo and Megan Flores, The Old Rugged Cross, and Sherry really likes that tune. It's very pretty. I was very impressed. So, I was going to mention that we, as of right now, have 1,222 followers. That's up, I don't know, I'm not even sure where it was at yesterday. It seems like on Fridays we pick up a bunch of followers. I don't know how that happens, but I just thank God.
Praise God it does.
Yeah. And so we have 1,222 followers. As of right now, 6,296 plays. Some of the followers that have showed up are Emmy Ware, Jaden Brown, Trifecta Media Group, Elena Skurovsky, William Billieu, Wolfman E7, Walt Breezy, Dean Johnston. Well, this is a hard one. Gurfarshad Singh, Jolene Marie Gray, Srezino Ranze, Skip Callie, Julius Gazga, Elizabeth White, Aaron R. James, Max Sizzle, Adam C. Price, Patty Hunter, Valerie Swan, and Vi Stevenson. So those are some of the folks that are following the John Bivin Show or the Pillar of Fire Show. I'm not sure exactly which, but it's the John Bivin platform that I have those two on. So I'm always thankful for followers, and even more thankful when they show up in the chat room and say hi. So if you're out there, what would we call that? Bird dogging? No, hopefully not trolling. But if you're out there just kind of sitting on the side and not saying anything, why, jump in one of the chats. We got the chat over at the John Bivin platform, and we got the chat at Exact FM. And I'm monitoring them both, one on the iPad and one on the iPhone. And the last thing I saw was from Rick and DJ Russ. So I'm feeling lonely. So yeah, woody woody woo. That's my wife, by the way, Shotgun Sherry. Say hi, Cher.
Hi, dear. Hi, everyone.
So she's up in the kitchen. We have kind of a lowered living room and a split level, babe. And so I'm down in the pit, and she's up in the kitchen, and she's up taking photographs of her jewelry that she's about to put on eBay.
The kitchen is the studio.
Because the kitchen is the studio. Because everywhere else has cats or jewelry. I mean, she's got stuff piled in a bedroom. Well, actually 2 bedrooms, and they're full up. And plus, there's a bunch of stuff down in her sister's basement. And they.
I hope to make enough money to get into a bigger house.
That'd be all right. Get a house big enough to hold your jewelry.
That's right. A jewelry home.
A jewelry home.
Home for my jewelry.
All right. Next up is the Power and Light Company, and here's a song called Lift Your Eyes.
Lift your you to know how much I care. I want you to know I'll always be
That is the Power and Light Company and a song called Lift Your Eyes, live from Marion, Illinois on the John Bivin Show, simulcasting on Exact FM. And thanks to Matt McFadden and the Beep Bopper. Matt's up in Ireland, and the Beep Bopper is over in Canada. And Sherry's up in the kitchen talking to the cats. So, anyway. Holy mackerel. So, I just wanted to remind you that we are playing the Christian lesser-known artists here, and there are lots of them out there that are doing their own production and their own songs and posting them on sites. And, if you like what you hear, look them up and see what they have to offer. I'm trying to give you the name of the group and the title of the song so you can possibly find them out there and maybe purchase their albums or something if they have them. Some of them don't. Some of them are just have a single song or a couple of songs posted, and they're just doing it for the love of the Lord. So this next song comes from a group called Choose This Day. And when I first got this song, it was called The Longing. It lasted for about 1 minute and 15 seconds and cut off. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. It sounded like it was getting ready to go into another song. And so I got digging around, and I found another song they had called We Have the Answer. And it appeared to be the continuation from the first song. And I said, well, maybe I need to put them together And that's what I did. I mushed them together. And so now I'm calling this The Longing / We Have the Answer by Choose This Day. And it is the whole song, and it was obviously intended to be together, and I don't know what happened, but I fixed it. So here's Choose This Day, The Longing / We Have the Answer. That is Choose This Day, and a song called The Longing / We Have the Answer. Next up in the queue is Robbie Cummings and a song called Glory Come Down.
Glory come down,
That is Glory Come Down by Robbie Cummings. Yeah. That's A flat and E. And that's just me kind of goofing around over here. Woohoo! Welcome to the theologist in the chat.
You heard all those woo-hoos last night. Now he's hearing them again. Woo-hoo, theologist, Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
And Billy got in his new house.
Yeah, Billy's got his new house. Yay! Hey, Billy, if you haven't tuned away, he said it was nice to tune into something positive. If you haven't tuned away, why don't you Skype me at Bivman, Bivman, and let's talk a little bit. So anyway, let's go on. Let me turn this switch off so we don't get doubles here. Here's Three Crosses Bear and a song called One Man's Walk.
Lost, I was blind. I could not see. I cried out to Jesus. He rescued me. I thought I was lost, and I became found. My faith and love in Jesus, He put me on solid ground. Oh, Jesus, how I love you, Jesus.
So I go and tell people about you, because they know your name. And there seems to be some confusion, my Lord, why you came. You didn't come to condemn the world, but through you it might be saved. And with your strength inside of me, for you I will have no shame. Oh, Jesus,
This is the day that I face him. Head down on my knees. God says, get up, my son. With you we are pleased. Turn and meet your brother Jesus. Thank him for what he's done. As he wipes the last tear from my eyes, he says, welcome to heaven. And I cry out, and I cry out to my Lord Jesus. How I love you, how I love you, Savior Jesus. Oh, how I trust you, how I trust you, how I trust you, how I trust you, King of kings, King of kings, Lord of lords. You are This isn't what I expected, or even what I would have done, but I get to spend eternity praising God here in heaven. Thank you, Jesus. Died on the cross for me, Jesus. You paid for my sins. Oh, Jesus, God's only Son. Jesus, I get to love you, Jesus. Love you forever.
And that was Three Crosses Bear in a song called One Man's Walk. Hey, I have a good buddy of mine on the Skype chat with me. We call him Billy Barnboy.
That's not all.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, though, he is no longer the barn boy. He is a proud owner of a new home, and I hear you're kind of excited about that, buddy.
Yep, I've graduated to a new label. I am now a homeowner, and yeah, I'm really excited. It's been an exciting weekend. Took a couple days off work to get things in line, and the powers that be may have on my case that I can't really get much work done because the furnace won't fire up. So that way I'm unable to start the water. Kind of at a stalemate right now, but nonetheless, really exciting times.
Well, that's really cool. I'm really happy for you, and I know that there are things that go with homeowning that are a little bit of a pain. You know, we've got, you know, when pipes break, you have to fix them and stuff like that. But
property taxes, this and that.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. And we got a bad news this year. Our property taxes went up an extra $400 this year, and
I believe it.
That was kind of scary. But what can you do when the government does what they do? It's the way it is, I guess. But
yeah, sure is. That's for sure. But yeah, I've got some big trees looming over this house. So eventually I'll be needing to look into getting those cut down, and getting things in order. But right now I just really need to get that furnace fired up. It's got a wood burning stove in it, but I just don't want to be a slave to throwing firewood in that thing all the time. Just make sure the pipes don't freeze.
Yeah, we've got several folks at work that have wood burning stoves, and they all work together. When one guy fells a tree, everybody gets together and helps, and they all take a pile home, and then somebody else will knock down a tree, and they'll take a pile home, and so that works out pretty well for them. But my wife was telling you the story off mic about my job change and the amount of money change and all that kind of stuff, and the place where I work doesn't pay all that well. It's a nice place to work, but every chance we have to save, we take it. That's the way it is. So
I believe you. I would love to live off the grid and do nothing but burn firewood for energy because I've got access to plenty of it. But man, I'll tell you, you get that electric bill, you get that propane bill, you feel the effects of shortages and the whole politics of the power industry. It's frustrating. Yeah. I'd rather just rely on me going out to the woods, with my dad on a good sunny day and cutting wood, knowing that you've harvested a good amount of power for your family.
Yeah. All right. Let me jump into another song here, and we'll continue to chat, and maybe we'll get you to expound on something. Who knows when we come back? Here's Brittany Pierre and a song called "Meet Me Here," featuring Nina Grace. It must be a rap song, because usually when they say featuring somebody, it's got rap in it. So anyway, here's Brittany Pierre.
I cry
That was Brittany Pierre and a song called Meet Me Here. And it obviously was not a rap song, so I stand corrected. I'm sorry. Usually when it says featuring somebody, it's a rap song, and I was absolutely wrong. So that's my fault. And sorry about cutting you off there, Bill, because I didn't tell you that we were coming to the end of the song. So
that song did come up quick on me.
Yeah, and I don't think I had it playing in my headset, so we kind of you kind of didn't know it was coming to the end, and so anyway, we were talking politics in the background. Neither one of us have a very good opinion of what's going on in our nation's capital. So yeah, Sherry says, "Don't get me started." So.
Oh, me either. But I think it's too late. You were talking about Air Force One, followed quickly behind by Michelle Obama Force One. Whatever's convenient for them. It's frustrating.
And then,
really frustrating.
And then they had to get their animals there, so they,
Right, Air Force 3 with the dogs. Half hour later, arrival time.
Yeah, because it was inconvenient to leave at that time, I guess.
Yeah, whatever works best for the Obama regime.
Oh, dear. Politics on the John Bivin Show, live from Marion, Illinois, and simulcast on Exact FM. So.
Well, you don't do it very often.
No, I really don't. And I think you may be, well, no, I don't think you're the first person to call in. I think one of my other buddies called in on the phone, on the Magic Jack phone one other time. So, but I've been wanting to get you on and talk about Jesus, man.
I'd love talking about Jesus. There's just so much persecution these days.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The media is silent about it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's okay to persecute the Christians, but it's not okay to say a word about the Mohammedites or it used to be the Jews that they were all pushing against. Basically because they seem to have money, and rightly so, because God told them how to do things. He told them how to put back corn. When one of the when there was a famine coming. They may have an inside track, and if I don't understand why it's okay. I guess it's because we don't go out and start beheading people when they start making fun of our Savior.
Time we started.
What'd you say, Sherry?
I said, no, but it's about time we started.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that,
They behead people. What do they behead people for what?
Oh, anytime somebody makes fun of Muhammad or something,
okay.
They get all up in arms and
send out death warrants.
Send out death threats.
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff. If one of their well-known converts, converts over to Christianity, they're, a lot of times they have ended their existence because of that. Because they become an infidel, and then, infidels are expendable. So.
Oh, by law, yeah, that's Sharia law. They are required to kill all infidels. That would be me and you. That's really kind of scary.
Yeah.
But when you consider the fact that Christians are just persecuted beyond belief, and it's not reported in the news, you don't see it, you don't hear about it because it's not sexy, it's not fun, it's not entertaining. We want to laugh, we want to see what's going on. And today, the news is the Christian persecution, but you won't hear about it. It's not hip.
Yeah.
It's not hip, but it's real. It's quite real.
Yep. And lots of people getting killed in other countries because of their Christian faith. And it's just wrong. So,
you'd think Barry would step in and say something, but
Barry.
But you don't hear anything from him about that. It's all about his agenda. But what's been bothering me lately, John, is in schools today, we see kids that are encouraged to accept homosexuality, but they're shunned. Don't you dare put your hands together and pray. Don't you dare.
Yeah, and if you bring a Bible to school, you are suspended.
Oh yeah, don't bring that into our halls. But You know, if you're gay, get at it. Just go ahead. Go. You know, we support you. Be proud of that. And it's just, to me, it's a sign of the times. It's really quite crazy.
And let's put in let's let the what is it, the young boys go into the young girls' bathroom if they're gender confused or something.
In California, I'll tell you what, if I had grown up in a school in California around the age of 15 or 16, I'd have been one confused boy.
Yeah.
I would have been in that female's locker room. Let's be honest. What young man is not curious at that age? And of course, that's the new mandate there in California. If you're gender neutral, gender confused.
Yeah, gender confused.
Yep. Go whatever locker room works for you. No one's here to judge you. You know, that's liberalism in a nutshell. Just go wherever you want. If you feel like you need to go into the female's locker room, no one's going to judge you for that. Go ahead. Go ahead and do that.
That's just wrong, man.
Well, it's happening. I mean, I haven't followed up on it, but I knew that there was a law in California. If you're gender confused, you can just pick and choose locker rooms and bathrooms. So imagine a lot of bad things would come from that. Pretty scary.
And speaking of scary, I'm going to play Nick Hilliard, and he's got a song here called Stutter, and I think he says something about I'm not stuttering about what I'm saying here. So here's Nick Hilliard.
It's like the misspent time isn't behind me, and I can't focus forward because of my anger. What's with me? Am I sick? Am I intoxicated within? Did I stutter when I said I can put to rest my feelings of anger and look into myself to discover all of the answers to what's with me. Am I sick? Am I intoxicated within? Did I stutter when I said intoxicated within? Did I stutter when I said I don't care what you think anyway? I'm free to live anyway. That's what I've been fighting for as I stumble through another day. Yes, I'm free to live.
All right, that was Nick Hilliard and a song called Stutter. And we were talking in the background about the liberal agenda and the homosexual agenda, and you were telling me about Facebook Paper, I guess is some new thing out from Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook Paper is basically a more hip version of Facebook, in which it's quicker. You know, there's no ads. You just kind of see what you want to see in your friends. I don't recommend it. Side note, I don't recommend Facebook. I wish Facebook didn't exist, because I see a lot of far-reaching, long-term psychological consequences that'll be detrimental to our society, but that's another story. But Facebook Paper offers you, immediately when you sign up, they offer you a few things that might interest you. You know, it might be something that you're interested in, want to talk about and share with your friends. They offer movies, books, this and that. It's not far after that they offer you a flag of the rainbow colors with the caption Pride. And I just can't help but to think there are, young teenage people signing up and thinking, oh, I'm supposed to be proud that I'm gay, or, being gay is something to be proud of. And it just, John, how weird would it be if I walked around with a flag that said I love vagina? Would that be weird? I wouldn't do that, right?
No, and although there are comedians that, base their entire work on that, how sick is this society becoming? What was that, Sherry, you were telling us about? Somebody else was...
Is this mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Well, we heard a guy on Spreaker, our friend Pumpkin, saying that he lives in Mississippi. He's applying for like minimum wage jobs at a university, and I forget where else. And on the application, there are questions asking if he had signed up, something to the effect about it had to do with signing up for Obamacare, wanting to know, and you have to answer yes or no, which he said, and he does a lot of research into that and rights and this and that, and he said that's illegal, but they're doing it nonetheless, because something about if you answer yes that you're on Obamacare, that allows the government to, what is it? Does it have something to do with taxes or something? The government benefits somehow, some way, by hiring people that have signed up for Obamacare. And I didn't catch all of that because there was other stuff going on. But I thought that was so alarming that question would now be on, job applications.
Whether or not you're gay?
The government is sticking their nose in there.
No, whether you've signed up for Obamacare.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
the
look
question.
Into that.
Have you signed up for Obamacare or whatever they're calling it? But that question is on there. And he said he didn't know whether to lie or to tell the truth. Are they going to check it out?
Interesting.
I don't know. It's
Well, they were looking to have about 7 million people signed up by next month.
He had more facts about it and what the significance of that question is. But if anybody knows,
interesting.
Call in if somebody knows about that.
That's really interesting. Like I said, they were looking to have about 7 million, caveat, young, healthy people sign up for Obamacare by next month. And so far, we've got about 3 million people. 3 million, and the majority of them are elderly, seasoned citizens. So this law is just a money pit. I don't know what they're going to do to make up for it. More than likely, they're just going to take... I don't even want to think about it, but it's terrible. Our economy is already in the tank. And now we've got this law that is an utter disaster, an utter failure. How they're going to pay for it, I don't know. Because it's going to cost us about $3 trillion.
And the original cost was supposed to be like, what, 800 million?
Oh, a fraction of it, yeah. I think 8 or 900 million. Quite different than $3 trillion. But that's what it's going to cost us. That's an already fractured, economy.
Yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you like your plan, John, you can keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he can keep it. So
Yeah, you can keep a few things.
Yeah, here's Jeff Kimber, Eternity in Mind.
Seems to pass you by. Tears well up in your eyes. You're breaking down and you wanna cry. You're afraid and you're so alone. Feels like you've been left out in the cold. All your life you've been running from the one who's come to bring you home. He has called you by your precious name. He will lift you up, you will feel no pain. He is God of all, God of everything, and he has called you by your precious name. You step out into the crowd. Everyone's looking at you now. Though your life has just begun, you're looking up to the glorious one. He has called you by your precious name. He will lift you up, you will feel no pain. He is God of all, God of everything, and he has called you by your precious name. He's called your precious precious name. I will lift you up, you will feel no pain. I have called you by your precious name. I will lift you up, you will feel no pain. I am God of all, God of everything, and I have called you by your precious name.
We know it is on the verge.
Yeah. That was calling Jonah precious name. I'm sorry, I misread the little window here. So that was calling Jonah precious name was the name of that song. And we were talking about Obamacare and all the people that were supposedly going to be covered. There was the number they were throwing around was 30 million people were uninsured, and of course this what started out to be 2,700 page document has now turned into, with all the extra litigation or legislation and rules and regulations, has turned into a 20,000 page craziness. And, the 30 million people that were originally supposed to be covered, they will be covered because they're probably illegal aliens. But all these other people now that had insurance are starting to lose their insurance. So, the net result is that 30 million people are going to be uninsured. And so, basically we've traded the 30 million people that had insurance for the 30 million people that didn't have insurance. So it's a wash. And, the whole premise of the thing, what Billy was saying, is that we were supposed to be helping to insure the people that couldn't afford insurance. Basically the Democratic voting illegals, and so and now it's we're talking what was supposed to be $800,000 or $900,000 rollout is turning into a $3 trillion rollout, and I know personally my insurance rates have gone up at my work, and Sherry is about to grab the mic and make a comment. Go ahead. Yeah, we're on.
Oh, okay. Well, and this just burns me up because John's parents are elderly, and we were watching over them. They were starting to get a little senile. That grew into Alzheimer's disease. Dad is a World War II vet. They spent every last dime, all their savings, John's inheritance, when Mom had to go into the nursing home. Cash ran out of money, and these people worked their butts off all their lives, paid no telling how many tax dollars, supported no telling how many people, and the agony and anguish that they have put the family through with this, the way we treat our seniors. You apply for public aid when you run out of money. They go back 5 years. If within that 5-year period, let's say the parents in their right minds decide to give their son some money, a down payment on a home, whatever, and you're penalized for that. You are penalized that, like we can foresee into the future. And so when you go on public aid, it's like, oh, well, they gave you $5,000 back then. I'm sorry, we're not going to be paying for this much. And so the families, and we signed Mom and Dad into the nursing home because they were out of their minds. We have POA. Whether people listen to this, whether you have, we now know the law is whether you have POA or not, if you sign somebody into a nursing home and then there's an outstanding bill, guess who is stuck with the bill? That's right. The people that were there to help them sign in. And John and I have been stuck with like a $20,000 bill. And, in hindsight, here's what I should have done. I should have taken Mom and Dad to Mexico, surrendered their American citizenship, drug their butts across the Rio Grande to the U.S. soil, whereupon they would have been eligible for every type of public aid known to U.S. men. And that's what we should have done. Because now, we can't even take care of our elderly. It's been over a year dealing with an inspector general. I just about lost my mind trying to get all these figures together. It's horrible. It's horrible. So we treat people that were not even born here, illegal aliens, better than we do tax-paying citizens who served in the war, whose ancestors spilled their blood for this country. I'm just
my mom was a teacher.
Absolutely. Listen, if we had the money, I would go to Congress. I would testify before the Senate. We don't, but now we no longer even have the money to do that because we're $20,000
you don't need money for that.
Debt now. And,
your voice can be heard. Let me ask you this: How do you think you said it was your your grandpa served in the world?
No, my dad.
Your dad.
John's parents.
I assume he's deceased.
No, they're in the nursing home now. We're dealing with this now. This is all recent. Recent.
Well, what's he think of what's going on right now?
He's out of his mind. He's got Alzheimer's, full blown, and so does his wife. They don't even know each other anymore. And
so they're not really following politics these days.
Honey, they don't even recognize each other, and they've been married over 40 years. So we're having to handle their affairs.
Over 60 years.
Over 60 years,
yeah.
Excuse me. We're having to handle their affairs. And now, because we're trying to help these people out, we've been stuck with all this stuff because public aid isn't going to pay it because they do a 5-year look back. They go back through every bank statement. It cost almost $4,000 to get all the bank statements for the Inspector General's office. That's right, almost $4,000 out of our pocket, Mom and Dad's pocket. It's been insane. It's nuts. We treat illegal aliens have more rights and more help than our elderly citizens in this country that are indigent.
Surely Obamacare must cover your parents.
No, honey. Listen, I'm the one that filed for public aid. And this was just approved, 2013. They approved it in probably October. It took a year and 3 months, the process. It took so long, paper after paper. They're wanting this, they're wanting that. And then the decision came in, and they're not going to cover all their expenses. A former nursing home they were in, because we changed nursing homes, because they were going to kick Dad out because he was trying to escape, blah, blah, blah. But so anyway, they're not paying for that nursing home. Public aid isn't. John and I are stuck with that $20,000 bill.
Now, is that just because they're conservatives, or do you think it's beyond that?
No. It's because they paid taxes and were working, and so now they're examining all their assets. We've paid cash out of their money, all of their savings, probably $100,000 in cash was paid to nursing homes. And now that money, once you had to exhaust all your funds, once that was exhausted, then I applied for public aid. And now the decisions come through, but they're not going to pay all of it, and they do a 5-year look back. So if, let's say John's parents, which they did, gave John some money within 5 years when they were in their right minds, they're now penalized. This public aid says, oh, well, that $5,000, well, now, we're not going to pay on this because of that. I swear, it is absolutely insane. It's crazy. We've been through it. I wouldn't have believed it had I not been through it.
Well, I mean, I know that, when it comes to the Obamacare mandate, I know that more people have lost their insurance than people that have signed up. So, I mean, if that's not a net loss. It's crazy the way they're spinning this, though. I mean, the latest CBO report confirmed that, the Obamacare law encourages people to not work.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to work.
Yeah.
If Mom and Dad hadn't worked, they wouldn't have had to pay a dime. They would have been right in the nursing home. But because they worked, and because they had retirement, IRAs and everything, oh, no, you got to spend that first. And
right, they planned ahead. They did what was right. They did what they needed to do. That's penalized.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you've got to adhere to the people that didn't prepare. That's the whole notion with the liberal mindset. Inequality isn't fixed by bringing the lower people up. It's fixed by bringing the upper people down. Right.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. If you're better off, no, you are a suspect. Yeah. You must be taking your money from people that don't have it. Somehow, I've never understood the math, but if you're rich, you've taken it from someone who doesn't have it, and they will get it.
And do they not realize that, look, people, if you start, why do you think unemployment is so high and all of this? It's so simple. If you go after business owners and you start taxing the snot out of them, guess what? Guess who's going to suffer? The lower people on the rung, because these employers are going to let people go. They're going to have to make up for all these taxes now that they have to pay. So they're going to have less employees. So who suffers? Once again, people, middle class, lower middle class, we're the ones that suffer when the government goes after business owners, or business owners say, hey, forget it, I'm going to another country. We drive them out of the country. We are, the government is creating this problem. And we're suffering.
Right, but we have to bow to their good intentions, Sherry.
Yeah, right.
They care more than us. They want to fix the problem. We just give to charity. They vote. So, I mean, come on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now we are going to listen to Jeff Kimber and Eternity in Mind.
Too many times my life is taken with things that I should count forsaken, because I find they take the place of time spent with your son. I realize as I grow older that all too soon life will be over, and all I have to say and do will be said and done. Grant that I would live with eternity in mind. Oh, that Christ would be alive in me. Through my life, raise the dead and heal the blind, that they too would see with eternity in mind, with eternity in mind. Lord, grant that I to you would cling to, that earthly things would hold no value, but only that which glorifies Christ, my God and King. What treasure this that I believe in, He who became a curse for my sin, and who alone should be the one of whom I speak and sing. Grant that I would live with eternity in mind. Oh, that Christ would be alive in me. Through my life, raise the dead and heal the blind, that they too would see with eternity in mind. Oh, that Christ would be alive in me. Through my life, raise the dead and heal the blind, that they too would see with eternity in mind, with eternity in mind, eternity in mind, with eternity in mind. What treasure this that I believe in.
That was Jeff Kimber and Eternity in Mind. And Billy was just telling us about the FCC doing something. So talk about that again.
Yeah, so basically what the FCC wants to do is make sure that there's a diverse output of news. That's what they say. This means that the government would put a study itinerary person into newsrooms, radio, television, everything you can think of, news outlets. They'd have a guy there to make sure that, you know, the right news is getting put out. And it was shot down.
The right propaganda, you mean?
Right, yeah, exactly. But can you consider, you imagine Rush Limbaugh sitting there doing his show with an FCC federal agent sitting beside him, you know, with a clipboard, making sure he's saying the right thing.
You can't say that.
Yeah, it's basically just giving up our First Amendment rights, which shouldn't surprise us. I mean, they've been falling by the wayside one by one. So, I mean, I think it's not going to go anywhere, but who knows? With this regime, who knows what could happen?
She says regime is the right word. Well, Gabriel Bello has an interesting song that I'm going to play now, and I'm starting to feel this way. It's called Prisoner.
There I was, stuck in the worst kind of dream, caught up in a world of defeat, trapped in my own misery. There you were, you saw my hurt and my pain, how my life had been taken away, and you knew that I needed your grace. Oh, right before my eyes, you came to me, spoke the words that set my spirit free. No more chains, took them all away. I'm not a prisoner, no more fear, no more shame, took them all away. I'm not a prisoner. You may think that there is no way of escape, held captive by all your mistakes, not sure how much more you can take. How much more can you take? Just know that he has the keys in his hand to release from this prison within. Your freedom is found in him. I was there, I know that. Right before my eyes, he came to me, freed my life now. Nothing's holding me. No more chains, took them all away. Now I'm not a prisoner, no more fear, no more shame, took them all away. Now I'm not a prisoner. Whom the sun sets free is free indeed. I'm free indeed. I'm free indeed. I'm free, I'm free indeed. Can I play a little bit?
And that was Gabriel Bello. Man, he really gets with it. A song called Prisoner. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show this evening, and I'm glad Bill stopped by and tweaked our minds a little bit. And it's a little bit scary, but when we have faith in Christ, it doesn't matter. Jesus said, "Be of good cheer, because I have overcome the world," and that's the thing we have to look forward to. We don't. Yeah, it's going to be ugly and bad and all that kind of stuff. But when you have Christ in your life, you can get through it all, and He will lead you and guide you, put you where you need to be, with the people you need to be to carry on and put His message out there. And that's what we do with the music here. And hopefully we'll get you thinking about stuff and point you in the right direction. And that's toward the Lord Jesus Christ, who is our salvation. So, all right, that's all the time I've got. So I'm going to roll the close here, and my little announcement at the end here says that Pillar of Fire is tomorrow around 2:15. It starts promptly at 2 o'clock with some background music and stuff until the announcements are over, and then we go into the worship service. So ignore that little thing, and there's some other stuff there too. But hey, what can I say? I'm going to get my bumpers fixed hopefully by next week. So God bless you guys, and have a good night. Well, that's all the time we have for the program this evening. Hope you were ministered to, informed, or at least got pointed in the right direction. We sure enjoyed bringing it to you. Don't forget you can email us at thejohnbivenshow@bivman.com. The website is thejohnbivenshow.bivman.com. And you can still leave a message on our Magic Jack telephone, 815-349-8031, anytime. Don't forget tomorrow, the Pillar of Fire church service will be on the air approximately 2:15 p.m. Central Time from the Pillar of Fire Church in Marion, Illinois. So until next week, this is John Bivin wishing you God's love.